Alright, today I'm putting in a wicked wheel too. I got the new hoses, the 360 shim, and all the seals to rebuild it. Here's the wicked wheel. This is all from Dirty Diesel. Pedestal with delete the exhaust housing. So the first thing you gotta do is take your air box out. Disconnect these hoses. I have the block out for the heater, the air intake heater. I have the block out plug. So I'm gonna take all these wires off of there. I'm gonna disconnect the turbo there, pull this spider intake piece out. So I'm gonna yank all this out real quick and I'll pull the turbo out to put on the table. I'm like halfway through pulling this out. Got that charge pipe loose. This one's already removed. Got these boots loose. I got the orange boots loose. This top band. I'm pulling off the air intake heater right now. I got these disconnected. I took the red line off of this relay. There's a red line that goes to the air intake heater. And I took out the boost line to the wastegate and the boost line to the boot, the intake boot. I just left that out because I could just pull that out, but I don't think I'll need it out. Alright, I'm going to check back in and hopefully be out by then. Alright, I got the spider intake piece off. I'm going to vapor blast this. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be inside. I took the air intake heater out and I took out that sensor. And this is like seized, so I'm thinking after I vapor blast it, it'll open up. Alright, I got this piece cleaned up. I didn't go too crazy on, there's still like some stuff in here, but it's gonna be pretty good. Now, I think I'm gonna do these two. Peel this off, blast these, clean them up. I don't know if I'm gonna rewrap them or what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna leave them with nothing on there. I gotta look on Google. So that's out. I gotta grab turbo out next. Alright, I got the turbo out. You can still, the pedestal's still there. There's just a band clamp here, and on the rear. And then there's two 13mm that drop through the top. I got my my hoses and hose clamps all cleaned up. I'm gonna crack this bad boy open. I'm gonna clean up this housing. And then I'll start taking apart the impeller. Alright, it just opens up this turbo. The wheel's got some damage, not that bad. Just a little bit chewed up pieces. I think that's the worst probably. This is a lot cleaner than I thought it would be inside. I'm gonna clean that all up, but it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. So I'm gonna take off this wastegate, and I'm gonna clean this housing, and then I'm gonna pull this apart, get the exhaust housing off the back. Alright, I got both sides of the turbo open. I looked online, there's I don't have an impact gun that's working right now, so everyone says to zip this off the impact gun, and then someone said just vice grip this exhaust shaft, and just make sure you don't hit the fins. So what I did is, I had this little 3/8 and I just put it right here on the vice grip, and then I just barely touched it and it unscrewed itself, so it came off pretty easy. I didn't use a rag. I had it with a rag, but it was slipping, so I just used it with no rag to get that loose. So now this wheel is loose. I'm gonna pull the shaft out, pull all the seals, and then start putting it back together. Alright, I found like this piece coming off of here was so hard to get off. I put it in a vise and I used a pry bar like right here and pulled it up, but this is now finally loose. It turns out this is a Banks. I guess I had the Banks impeller, the one that's chewed up a little bit, and then the Banks wastegate. So I knew there's a Banks wastegate, but apparently that's like a $565 thing. So now this piece is out. So that's the bare housing there. It got dark and I kind of stopped recording, but I'm going to keep working on it even though I'm not documenting it. If you want to see a walkthrough, don't watch my video, go watch a like actual Ford technician, but I made a giant mess. And it sucks, but I finally got it all apart. All right, it's the next day. I got this turbo rebuilt. Came up looking pretty good. For the bearings and all, I just put a little motor oil in a spray paint cap. I just threw the pedestal on. You have the two O-rings, two at the bottom, two at the top. I'll oil those two. So I'm gonna throw this turbo in and start connecting everything else back in. All right, I got the turbo in. That back band sucked as much as it did coming out. So I'm gonna toss in the spider intake piece. I got the new orange hoses that go on the top of the motor. And I'll come back when it's all back together. All right, this is the next day. I got everything in. Looks great. It's not that much faster because I already had the Banks turbine, the exhaust turbine, and I already had a Banks wheel, but I can definitely feel it in top gear, and I can feel more gradual power. Before it was like whipping into power, like just going from no boost to high boost. Now it's like, it pulls a lot more even, but I didn't clean the pipes yet, the intercooler pipes. I don't know if I'm gonna clean them or buy new ones or what, but I got everything back in. Turbo's cleaned up. Everything went in perfect. If anyone knows, that's the old air intake. I guess it's a ground. It's part of that wiring harness. If anybody knows in the comments, what do I do with it? Cap it off, put a wire nut or what? But I put the air intake heater block off. I forget who sells it, but it was like cheap. It was like 13 bucks. If anyone knows, it's this one right here. What do I do with that? But overall, it's a sweet kit. I found out the Banks piece costs like $565 with the wastegate, and then the other one's like $509, so it's like almost $1,100 in mods on that one turbo. I need a new tune too, because I feel like there's too much air and I'm not getting enough. I don't know. I need a new tune, I think. I have SCT tuner, but if anyone knows a good tune for this, let me know. All right, guys, like, comment, subscribe. See you guys.